From Upper Michigan's source, this is your Friday Night Fever on Demand. I'm Mike Ludlum. The Menominee Maroons have been the top team in the Upper Peninsula Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association Big Five football poll this season. Menominee has defeated Escanaba 18 straight times. Now let's go back to the future with Seth Wells.
There's not a cloud in sight, and the stands are absolutely jam-packed here at Menominee. So you can see the highlights from this game and many other games across the Upper Peninsula tonight at 11 o'clock on the Friday Night Fever Showdown. That's Ethan Molesky for Menominee right here in front of our own very own eyes. He's going to take it all the way. There you go, live TV, folks. Ethan Molesky with a huge touchdown for...
And that made it 13-7 Menominee, but Escanaba would come back. Scout Wonder goes 22 yards once he hits the edge. Eskimos take a 14-13 lead after the extra point. Menominee forced a punt, but thunk! That would be Aaron Young getting his hand on it, and excellent field position for the orange and black. Escanaba takes advantage. 3rd and goal from the 4. Craig Kameen, Ryan Robinette, touchdown. Escanaba leads 21-13. They outscore Menominee 21-0 in the second half to win 42-21. Escanaba's first win over Menominee this century, and the first time they've done it in Menominee since I was a freshman at Michigan State. That's 1981, in case you care. Kingsford, Marquette. Chris Hofer pacing the sidelines, and he really had to in this contest. Second quarter scoreless until nice block there. Trevor Povolo gets around the corner. Joe Rietveld with that nice block, and he's going to go 68 yards, does Povolo, for the touchdown, and it's a 7-0 lead for Kingsford. Marquette would not be able to drive on its next possession, so Sawyer Perpich finds Luke Terrian, and Luke looks like a grand marshal in a parade, all by himself right down Main Street. 49 yards for the touchdown, and it's a 14-0 lead for Kingsford. Marquette trying to get something on the board just before the half. Brandon Caskey looking deep for his receiver, and yes, he makes the catch. Not able to get into the end zone, but gets down to the 5. We're under a minute to go. Now there's 12 seconds left when this next snap is taken. There are no timeouts left. Drew Gale out of the Wildcat thinks about throwing. He tries to run. He's tackled at the 5 inbounds. Now, for some reason, the clock stops. Kingsford's wondering, why is the clock stopping? He's inbounds. It's not a first down. What are you doing to us? Well, the referees figured it out at the half was done, and Kingsford went on to win this one 21-0. There's a little panic there for a while. Gladstone trying to get in the playoffs for the first time since 2008 against Sault Ste. Marie for homecoming. Darren Johnson looking for Spencer Hughesby, but Kyle Husky makes the interception at the end of the first half, and we're still scoreless. Fourth quarter, now Gladstone on the board, and Owen Hansen's going to put some insurance on this one to make it 13-0 with this touchdown run. Darren Johnson, besides playing quarterback, had 2 interceptions in the game. And the Braves are now 6-0, 13-0 over the Blue Devils. 6-0 Gladstone at 5-1 Escanaba next Friday. On the scoreboard, West Iron County, a big offensive night. Jace Brockhagen at 5 touchdowns, 53-20 Wycons over the Copper Kings. Houghton is on the board. Gremlins 32, Northland Pines nothing. Colton Solani had 2 running touchdowns and 2 passing touchdowns for Hancock. Bulldogs 56, Hurley 20. And Iron Mountain is on the board with a 36-26 win over Manistee. Rivalries? Sure. Negaunee and Ishpeming? That certainly counts. Miners lead 7-6 early third quarter. Drew Duchesne returning the punt. Yep. Another special teams touchdown for Mr. Duchesne, and the Miners extend their lead to 14-6. He's had like a kick return or a punt return for a touchdown 3 straight weeks. Luke Matson, the big sack here on Donald D'Onofrio as he was trying to get outside. Couple plays later, D'Onofrio looking to air it out, but the other quarterback who plays safety, Jason Waterman, puts his big paw all over that one. Negaunee driving again. Waterman looking for Duchesne, finds him, and the official said the ball did not break the plane. I think that's what he meant to say, but Waterman would score on the next play, and the Miners hang on to win this one, 21-14. The Westwood Patriots celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Homecoming taking on the Gwinn Model Towners. Nathan Beckman rolling out. Trust me, he's rolling out. Right there. And he's going to find Ashton Bergman, who pretended to make a nice block. And look at the intensity on Ashton's face here as he's getting into the end zone because he knows it's clear sailing. Point after no good. The Patriots are up 6-0. Gwinn went 3 and out. Beckman faking the handoff and will eventually find Jacob Adriano right there for the touchdown. 14-0 after the 2-point conversion. Eric Anderson is going to get a handoff, and all of a sudden he says, wow, this is fun. And he takes off for the pay dirt. And it's a great night to be a Westwood Patriot. They're now 5-1 with a 42-0 win over the Model Towners. To the Westpac Conference, Gogebic Miners visiting the Lance Purple Hornets. Lance 4-1, Gogebic 1-4. Second quarter, Miners quarterback Parker Wilson to Jacob Suzik across the middle, and he is in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, 8-0 visiting Miners. Later in the second, Wilson thinking, if this worked once, let's keep running it until they can't figure it out. It's Suzik. He's in for the touchdown. Hey, if the same play works, keep running it. 14-0 Miners. Less than a minute left in the half. Lance trying to get something together. Cooper Joffitson rolls out, throws deep, but Braden Tomes is there for the interception. And Gogebic goes on to win this one by the count of 26-7. On the scoreboard, Norway has now clinched a spot in the playoffs with a 31-0 victory at Munising. Gaylord St. Mary defeated St. Ignace by the score of 35-22. 8-man football, second half action. Stevenson Ontonagon. Trevor Topper, the touchdown pass to Bryce Hornick, and the Eagles are rolling. And Topper with a long pass for Montel Glover. And if you let Montel Glover get behind you, that's not going to make for a good night. Stevenson plays very well, and they go on to win their homecoming game by the score of 54-16. Other 8-man scores, Rapid River downs North Dickinson 42-8. Stevenson visits Rapid River, a case of number 1 visiting number 2 next week. Forest Park easily over Carnegie 68-12. It was Rudyard upending Engadine 30-20. Pickford sprints past Brimley 70-20. And Cedarville makes the Eastern UP look good once again, 65-12, defeating Charlton Heston Academy.